All right, today on the podcast, we're talking about how Meta has partnered with Ray-Ban and having releasing some AI features with some sunglasses, which is a really cool and really interesting topic. No longer do we have these big, clunky looking, kind of nerdy glasses, but we now just have some really cool Ray-Bans with a camera on them. But then it also has AI features where you can ask Meta's AI what you're looking at, and it has some other features as well. But it's a pretty cool beta test on what this would look like having AI built into your sunglasses. Jaeden, what are your thoughts on this? Where do you see it going?
Okay, so I think this is so fascinating, and I actually think there's some fantastic ways to make money with this for using AI for whatever your side hustle is. And speaking of making money with your side hustle, if you are not part of our school community, Jamie and I have a school community where every single week we record exclusive pieces of content. This week, it's a pretty interesting episode on making money using AI to create stuff on Etsy and scaling that, someone that's making $35,000 a month doing that. We cover the case study and kind of what's going on in there. So if you're interested in this, in making money using AI to make money for a side hustle, go join the school community. It's $20 a month. Or actually, I think it's even less, $19 a month. We're going to bump it up to $100 a month eventually. So get in. Before that happens, you can lock in your price. We'll never raise it on you. And this is an amazing way, I think, to make money. The link is in the description. We'd love to have you in the community. Okay, speaking of this Meta Ray-Bans thing, I think this is so fascinating. They did the whole reveal, right, with their Orion VR glasses at the same time at this big VR conference. So they showed off, they have like these augmented reality glasses that you have like a puck in your pocket that does all the computation. It's really, really impressive. It's glasses. It's much clunkier though. And those ones you can tell, they're not really glasses. They look pretty clunky, and they're going to get there. They'll be impressive, I'm sure, in the future, but today they're not quite there. But what is literally there today that they also revealed is these Meta Ray-Ban glasses. I've been seeing some phenomenal demos with them. I recently shared on LinkedIn this video of this girl. She's like blind, and I don't think it's like 100% blind, but she's like, it's like she can kind of see colors and shapes, but not more than that, right? And she said that for the last 6 months, she's been wearing them. They've been phenomenal. I think they let people beta test them too, right? And so she's been using them. They're phenomenal. She said they do a bunch of interesting things. One thing she says is that she has them set to record. So anytime something crazy happens, it's kind of like she's just always wearing a camera, or kind of like police officers, how they have like those chest cams or whatever, and you can get the footage later. It's pretty much like that. And it's really interesting. She was showing like clips of like her walking across the street. She's blind, so she can't see what's going on, and like trucks like swerving in front of her and stuff. And usually like she wouldn't know what's going on, but she can like get the footage played back to her, and she can ask Meta like, what's happening right now? She hears screeching tires, and she's like, what's happening right now? And it's like, oh, there's a truck that's swerving in front of you. And she could say, great, take a picture of its license plate. It's so cool. I love that. And then she showed like some demos of like being in the grocery store and taking pictures of something and being like, what is this? And it's like, oh, it's dog food, blah, blah, blah. So for blind people, it's obviously amazing. But I think for everyone, there's some really great ways to use this to make money. And it's also very useful. I'm curious though, Jamie, like if you actually had these, what would your use case be? What would you use Meta Ray-Bans for?
Well, I think it's interesting to know that these glasses have actually, the product has been out for a while now, for a few months, but it hasn't had the AI integration with it. So previously it was just you wear these glasses and it has basically just a built-in camera. So you could record a short video or take pictures with it. And it was kind of like you were able to upload them to your Facebook or Instagram from the glasses, which, is a pretty cool feature, but kind of gimmicky. This opens up a whole new world, really, because kind of what you alluded to is that you have the ability to basically determine from the glasses what you're looking at, and what either is there a problem, or how could you fix it. So I think from a money-making perspective, this would help me out a lot. So if you are not aware, I am currently working on an Airbnb project. I'm renovating an entire house, turning it into an Airbnb, and I'm doing a lot of hands-on work, DIY. It's all DIY. I'm doing it all myself. So it'd be helpful sometimes to not have to whip out my phone and be like, how do I wire a three-way switch, for example? I could just look at it and be like, Meta, how do I wire a three-way switch? And it would, tell me. So I feel like having that information just on your head and just not having to again, pull out your phone and do a long, in-depth search will save a lot of time and potentially could be a way to make money. I'm not sure. What are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, no, I think 100%. That should actually give me a whole new idea. I think anything that you like are using your hands to do something, this is so perfect. Like it's like a hands-free phone, but it's also got the camera aspect because it's not just like a Bluetooth or in your ear or like something. So I think this is so cool. I love the concept that you said of like doing renovations because like I've definitely been doing renovations. I've renovated houses for like Airbnb projects as well in the past. And something that I like, as you mentioned, that exact occurrence came into my brain of like me doing tile grout, and like the tile grout was like setting fast. It was really stressful. Something wasn't working. I wasn't sure exactly what the mixture was because I think I threw away the bag or something. And I'm like getting my phone out, trying to like watch YouTube videos, typing it in. I have like cement and grout on my hands, so my phone screen is getting grout all over it. It was like I was just trying to go as fast as I could and like finish the project. And by the end of the project, I like take my phone out and it has just like cement like on like the screen. I'm like trying to like wipe it off without like I had a screen protector so I didn't like scratch it. But it was like
That's
using it, I was
funny.
like, this is so bad. My phone's getting annihilated. But like, I'm like, I'm not gonna like chip all this stuff out by waiting, you know. So I think in situations like that, these would literally be lifesavers. Being able to talk to it and just have it explain to you exactly what you need. In addition, like the Meta AI is getting so good. I know a lot of people that are using it for stuff. If you look at the benchmarks of how it's compared to ChatGPT and Claude, it's getting really impressive, and it's because they have just billions of dollars they're burning. I mean, they're giving this thing away for free. So Meta AI is really good. I think it's a fairly reputable, fairly trustworthy as far as like the hallucinations go AI model. So yeah, I think this is really cool using those. So the other one that I had, like another side hustle idea, was I have a friend and he makes about $400,000 a year flipping used cars. And I do not know very much about car engines and mechanics. This is why this is obviously not my career path. But I can imagine using these Meta Ray-Bans or even the Orion ones when they come out, if they could like actually superimpose stuff, that'd be extra cool. But whatever, just with the Meta Ray-Bans, going and being able to like look at the underside of a car and be like, hey, like, does this look like there should be any rust issues on the bottom of this car, or like looking in an engine compartment and being like, hey, is there anything like immediately that looks like it's wrong in here that I should be concerned about, or like looking at all the check engine lights or like, you know, dashboard lights and being like, hey, like what does this light mean, like all of the things that you may not know. Like, do you want to go take a picture? I mean, you're either using this or Chat GPT. Like, I'm not like, are you going to go be taking pictures and uploading it to the internet? There's no other way to get this information. Like Chat GPT is also amazing for this. I've done it before where I take a picture of something specific in an engine compartment and ask it a question about it, and it will give me the answer to the question. I think I was recharging coolant on, and I was like, hey, I cannot find like the valve to put like attach the coolant to, and it was like, oh, it's like right here or whatever. So yeah, ChatGPT is good with that. I think this Meta thing would be good with it. There's so many different side hustles. Like every single thing that you do that you make money, but like your hands are full. These I think would be amazing, amazing companion for that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of controversy with this whole release though, because Meta has been asked if they are using the images from the Ray-Bans to train their AI, and they said they're not able to discuss it, which some people were upset about because they just want to know, if I wear these glasses, are all the images going to be uploaded to Meta, or is it private? They wouldn't answer that question, so that's a little bit freaky. But at the same time, if you think about a device like this, it's going to have to kind of anticipate what you are looking for, you know, in the moment. So, for example, to the car example, if you're looking at an engine, it's going to want to probably know that it's an engine compartment before you even ask the question, just so that it can, you know, reference faster and work more efficiently. Um, so really, I mean, they are going to need training data from these glasses. So I don't know. That's one thing that people are a little leery about, but I don't know.
It's funny
I
because I know for like most people that's like a bug, a thing they're concerned about. And I understand that too because I'm probably in that camp. What's really funny to me is my brother. He's actually like really excited about that feature. So I'll give you his use case that he's using it for. to make for like his business or whatever, which is also pretty funny. So he told, so he has a YouTube channel with over 1 million subscribers, over 1 billion views, and it's a gun YouTube channel where he shoots funny things out of shotguns, like he does like how deadly are like Smarties shot out of a shotgun, and he shoots it at ballistic gel, and he does like funny like sciencey kind of tests with like guns and stuff. That's his YouTube channel. And he just got these Meta Ray-Bans with the cameras on them, and I think a lot of it he's like using it to help do first person like filming for like shooting stuff, because like his hands are always full, so he's got a tripod set up with a camera, but now he can like do exactly what he's looking at. But the other thing that he told me, he's like, yeah, it's super awesome. I'm like helping Meta be more Second Amendment friendly, because like I know they're just like training off of all my data of me like looking at guns all day long. So I guess whatever, maybe you want it to suck in all your data. I don't know. I really don't know what the impact of that. I just thought it was funny that that was not the take I was expecting at all from him. In any case, that was another good use case though, which is that if you're a creator and you're filming stuff, Jamie, you brought up like you're doing construction, and so you can ask it questions. But also, I think if you're renovating and you're like making a YouTube channel of your renovation, you can also use those glasses to like do recording. So it's kind of got both sides of that, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. No, yeah, the point of view perspective is awesome. So that's cool. Well, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave us a review. We really appreciate that, and it makes it a big difference for us. Also, if you want to learn practical ways to actually make money using AI, go check out our school community. We dropped some pretty juicy bombs over there. So thanks for listening, guys, and we'll see you next time.